Welcome back. Grand finals. It's up. It's ready. I'm Tools. That's Tony. And we have our grand finals. Bubu Dubu versus StelluR starting on recharge. And we have gotten word of what the gentlemen's agreements are going to be. Sword, Mangler, Disruptor, and now Camouflage. Looks like StelluR maybe having some not so pleasant memories from the previous series.
So you explain what's going to be GA. You know what? Before our newer audiences at home, why don't you explain what exactly a GA is and why we have them right now in Halo Infinite? Some first-time viewers, I'm sure we have in the chat, getting these amazing drops, by the way.
Well, gentlemen's agreements all come down to one simple basis. You believe that one weapon is too strong or disrupts the flow of a match too much. You can decide that both players will not pick those weapons up. So don't expect to see the sword, the disruptor, the camouflage in this game. Although, we'd like to just be able to forge them out of these maps and play specific 1v1 maps. That's not the case. So we have to make some concessions, and one of the GAs is one way to do that. Big opening fight. Bubu Dubu goes down. StelluR gets this shock rifle, and with no camouflage, it's going to be tough for Bubu Dubu to find a way to counter.
Big kill by StelluR. I also want to mention that I read the rules. I'm probably the only one who did, and it says the admins won't be following the GA. So if either one of these players just elect to pick up one of the GA weapons and use it and win the game, there's no reversal in decision right there. I always find that kind of interesting because we actually did see a little bit of an awkward situation just last week where somebody did pick up the GAs, and if they would have won, there would have been no reversal. They would have played it out and been forced to go to a game number 3. So I highly doubt we're going to see that here. I just think it's a little funny tidbit to put out there that, hey, anything could happen, you know?
Yeah, it's the whole point of a GA. It's not rulings. It's just a gentleman's agreement. And while these two players known to be gentlemen in the scene, pros for a very long time now, both went pro around the same time. Did StelluR go? I think they came out in the same year, right? Bubu Dubu and StelluR. And well, StelluR made a career for himself in Halo 5, multiple championships, and Bubu Dubu was a part of that first championship. And then Bubu Dubu quickly got the boot, and then we had the Splice dynasty for that year. StelluR was a vital part of that one.
As of right now, Dubu hold on to the high ground, using the floor as cover right there, but StelluR comes in quick with the grapple. That's going to throw him off just a bit. The second one flies right in. Bubu Dubu anticipating it well, able to back down toward the gold side, but the body shot not going to be enough to slow down StelluR. The repulsor will, though, sends him packing. StelluR throws a grenade, conceives that angle. Bubu Dubu gets aggressive. Love the timing and the counterplay, but eventually it's StelluR that comes out with the win. A 2-1 lead in favor of SSG's very own StelluR.
Yeah, just not enough damage from Bubu Dubu to make that body shot result in a kill. Had to hit the head. Not able to do so. Now StelluR has a commanding position, high ground, and the shock rifle. Remember, no camouflage on the map. Both players agreed not to use it, meaning that Bubu Dubu has to get creative with how he wants to make this push. Camouflage would go great ways for him surprising StelluR. Instead, StelluR, with how pinpoint accurate his shot is, Tony, you have to imagine Bubu Dubu rounds the wrong corner, his head's instantly gone.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a rematch of the winners bracket finals where Bubu Dubu was able to pull off the 2-0 win over StelluR to make it here in the grand finals through the winners bracket to begin with. I believe StelluR having to play through a reset in order to become your champion here. So we've already seen this matchup play, but sometimes history doesn't always repeat itself. As we see Bubu Dubu looking to close the distance. StelluR catching new angles over toward the gold side. Bubu Dubu tried to send that grenade with the repulse. StelluR body shot with the shock rifle puts him down to 1. Bubu Dubu looked like he wanted to challenge, but still one shot, still the health advantage in favor of StelluR. So both players a momentary reset, and actually StelluR taking a wide angle out.
Bubu Dubu knows that he has to be careful with how he takes this challenge. Can't just see a weak StelluR and decide, hey, I'm gonna push this. We saw how that punished straight stick at the end of that game 3. Chase nades are so vital. Ooh, bubu dubu. I mean, he's just looking for a weakness, something to exploit to get this pick, but StelluR just making it so hard. But StelluR's one shot. Bubu dubu, he doesn't have a grapple to get to the punish. Instead, StelluR gets his shields back one more time. The silver lining for bubu, though, is how much of that sniper ammo he's making StelluR waste on this fight.
Both of these players so good with the reticle placement, always having a very good fundamental and steady shot, and very capable of winning any one of these individual 1v1 gunfights. And I think that's why you're seeing so much respect between both of these players. They can't get sloppy, but StelluR can definitely get creative, and he does. Steals a shock rifle away from bubu dubu, immediately puts it to work. I'm surprised that wasn't an off-the-rack medal right there. Just a tiny lapse in timing, but a 2-kill lead in favor of StelluR.
Yeah, a beautiful job by StelluR, right? We talked about how bubu dubu was forcing the ammo out of StelluR, but StelluR had that grapple in the back pocket, was able to make bubu dubu have to play his life, took advantage of that timing, gets the shock rifle, and hits the big shot. A 2-kill lead on recharge with no camo is a tough hill to climb.
I know some of you at home are probably thinking, yes, both of these players are qualified for the finale over towards January 7th. They're going to be playing for their share of $16,000 in one day. It'll be a wonderful tournament. Thank you so much, Honda Fan Cup. But you're probably wondering, well, why are they playing this matchup? It's not really a big major difference in prize pool, but it is about that seeding. And as we've seen time and time again, seeding is important in any tournament. So lots on the line here. And StelluR getting the perfect kill with that shock rifle will put bubu dubu down. And now that momentum really starting to swing in favor of StelluR, who, by the way, is the one who lost the matchup in the winner's bracket. But now StelluR is taking all of these engagements, really starting to move with confidence, moving with that swagger, and willing to take these 1v1s.
There's not much bubu dubu can do. He's really only had 1-2 opportunities at most in this game to take a kill from StelluR when he has his shock rifle in hand. And here we go. It's StelluR, man. You can't take challenges against that shock rifle. You know how good he is with this gun, and bubu dubu's feeling the hurt.
You know, they say when it rains, it pours. As of right now, it's starting to hail. This is a snowstorm. I don't know what's going on. It's just bad weather all around here because StelluR consistently takes these fights against bubu dubu, as awkward as they be. No matter what angle he's coming from, he is winning every single individual gunfight. Now has a 6-kill lead, which it's a devastating blow to the mental of bubu dubu right now, because you know it's going to be so hard for you to come back. You're thinking to yourself, it's just a 7-kill lead, but I mean, in 1v1s at this level of gameplay, you might as well move on to game 2 sometimes.
Bubu dubu has to be thinking about going next. It's just, there's not really much time nor opportunity to get back into this game. Shock rifle is still up for both these players. Did bubu dubu spot it on its pad? There we go. Okay, 4 minutes on the clock. Start the timer. Bubu dubu, can you come back?
It may not be probable, but it's certainly not impossible. And this game has definitely been a lot faster paced than we saw throughout those elimination bracket matchups. So that definitely works in favor of bubu dubu. One good shock rifle shot to the dome, one good 4-shot perfect reversal not only puts you in the game, but also gives you that momentum, really gives you that confidence to take the next individual gunfight. So we're going to see how bubu dubu likes to play this out. StelluR taking those long rotations, trying to take as little damage as possible, baits bubu dubu into taking that gunfight, and definitely wins the health advantage. So now bubu dubu resets with the shock rifle. StelluR now going to do the same, but every reset works in favor of SSG StelluR.
Perfect movement by bubu dubu keeps him alive. But StelluR's hitting hard with that commando rifle. Oh, great nade by bubu dubu. StelluR stays down low. StelluR gets up close, and StelluR puts the dagger in. 9-2, shock rifle in hand, time ticking away. Bubu dubu's chances start to smolder.
Last time we saw these two match up outside this tournament was at the Halo World Championship. It was over in group play, and it was actually Cloud9 then. Now, I guess that's a sheet now, so it's confusing. It's hard to talk about. But it was them that were able to get the Game 5 win over bubu dubu's G1. In the winners bracket finals, bubu dubu did come out with the win in this very tournament, but StelluR has been controlling the game here on Recharge as another kill comes in, bringing us within 8 with 2 minutes on the clock. I don't want to be pessimistic, Garrett. I really don't, but I don't know if bubu dubu to come back from this one. I'm just
no, especially real. It's just no camo. It makes it too hard, right? And we're already seeing how impactful this shock rifle can be. I really think that in order for this map to work on 1v1s, you either need the camouflage or you need to reduce the ammo in this shock rifle to be 1 clip, 4 bullets, you know? Maybe put on a weapon pad. It's too available for the player, and it snowballs the map something fierce. You can see StelluR trying to get custody with it as he knows that this game is all but over. There's no opportunity for bubu dubu to come back into this game. Just some opportunity maybe to get some momentum rolling in his favor.
What if instead of the camo, sword and mangler?
Yeah, actually I think that solves. I think that's
speed it up.
I think that solves it.
It'll speed it up.
To be honest,
I don't know if it solved the issue. I'm saying it speed it up. Oh, good God, bubu dubu.
It's a good shot.
Jeez.
Great shot.
Where was he holding that?
Yeah, no, right? Just doesn't have the time to really take advantage of it. Goes right into the spawn of StelluR. Just a minute left. Ah, man. Tough for bubu dubu at the beginning of that game. Just the shock rifle proving to be too much. StelluR consistently hitting his shots, getting the advantage, finishing out those gunfights over and over and over again. And bubu dubu just trying to get a little bit of momentum before we go into Aquarius.
I think I'm so happy to see this matchup because as we kind of mentioned before, these are two highly underrated players that we have in our league. You know, oftentimes we're not talking about StelluR enough, despite the fact that they consistently get top 2 or better in every single tournament. And kind of the same thing with bubu dubu. Back when he's on that phase roster, playing, you know, star-studded roster, you know, like, you know, alongside Snipe Down and Bound, and even he really didn't get the love. It wasn't until G1 we really started to put some more respect on his name. So I'm just happy to see these two going at it right now, getting some love. Bubu dubu making a nice smiley face. Hey, vibes are good. Vibes are good over in bubu dubu's corner. My man made a smiley face at the end of a loss. You already know he's going to game number 2 with at least the right attitude.
I'm surprised at how good the smiley face looked.
It's good right there.
Smiles in chat.
Wait, is that a wink? Notice the right eye. That might have been a wink right. Oh, that's smooth right there. Look at the left eye.
Pause it. Let's just look at the face. Yeah,
that's definitely a wink right there.
Yeah, a little wink, a little spicy. Smile though. Ah, it's cute.
Love this. I don't think I've never seen that before. Like, coming off of a loss, you know, sometimes we talk about the mental of players going into a game number 2. Sometimes we talk about them having just, you know, stand up, stretch the legs, not just go right into a game after a loss, because sometimes, you know, emotions are high, but to feel confident enough to, you know, make the little smiley face, that tells me the vibes are good. And he's going in like, hey, look, that was Recharge. StelluR obviously had me on that one. Going into Aquarius, it's gonna be a different story. I'm gonna take this one. I honestly, I'm so big on vibes and so big on the intangibles when it comes to these matchups, and I like the attitude. I'm about it.
Oh man, game 2, and bubu dubu needs to reset himself. StelluR had a dominant victory, and it all came down to that shot right there. Bubu dubu doesn't hit the shot, and then the lead starts to grow for StelluR. Over and over again, hits the big shots. Bubu dubu sees the respawn screen. Aquarius is a different game though. No sniper rifle to dictate the pace of play.
You know, we did hear recently that bubu dubu and Dev have re-signed to G1. You got any predictions of who's gonna be joining them, huh?
That's a good question.
You think they pick up me and you?
Yeah, right, dude.
I don't know if we get auto sign, but I feel like we're at
That'd
least
be the
worth the
cloudiest
scrim.
game of all time, right?
I feel
Do you
like
think we
we're
could
worth
win
the
a
scrim.
scrim? Do you think we could take a game off a top 6 team?
I swear, everything I love, we destroy SSG, bro.
Yeah,
Not
for
even
real,
joking,
dude.
bro.
They don't even
not
try it,
joking.
dude. Honestly, they wouldn't even try in practice. Like it's too easy. On land though, we get spanked for sure.
1-0 lead in favor of Bubu Dubu, not only getting the lead early, but snatching up that active camouflage. Top mid control. So far, I've seen how StelluR plays Aquarius. But I haven't seen how Bubu Dubu plays this out. And so far, fundamental pushes for that top mid control, cutting the map in half. I mean, just good fundamental play here for Bubu Dubu. But what happens when this camouflage runs out? Because sadly, StelluR, he ain't gonna allow it to come into play.
I had never heard so much of the environmental sound before. Both these players just not moving. Finally, the shots go down range. StelluR made weak. Bubu Dubu not going to be able to find that finish. They're both going to regain their shields and go again. StelluR wants to get this thrust. He is going to be able to get it. Is it enough to get the kill? Bubu Dubu re-challenges. Bubu Dubu comes out on top.
I love the play that you mentioned, that StelluR going in for that thrust, still keeping reticle high and still able to put down those shots. And somehow Bubu Dubu holding on to that height advantage, able to stay steady, comes out with a 2-0 lead, and even has 2 thrusts to work with of his own and a couple grenades in the back pocket. You can shoot them. What? Yo, I'm lost. I had no. I'm gonna replay that.
We'll cue it up. Bubu Dubu gets the kill to make it a 3-0 lead. StelluR gonna have some steep work ahead of them, but we've already seen. Looks like, hey, it looks like they changed their mind about the camo, huh? Gonna play with it on Aquarius. Wonder why they said no on recharge, yes on Aquarius.
Yo, am I tripping? Was that a crazy angle? That maybe I don't know. It's getting late. Like I don't know if I'm tripping right now, but I saw a crazy angle that Bubu Dubu used. I'm about to look. I'm gonna watch the rebroadcast. But like either way, I know that Bubu Dubu has a thrust. I know that StelluR's running away while one shot, and Bubu Dubu. We used to cast him back in the SWAT tournaments, man. If you're one shot around him, you will not escape. He's gonna put you down in a 4-0 lead in favor of Bubu Dubu, really showing us how he made it here to the grand finals through the winners bracket. Really dominant performance so far on Aquarius.
StelluR is trying to find an opportunity to get this kill. Bubu Dubu a little confident with this challenge. StelluR tries to go through top mid. Not gonna work out for him. Has to back down. Bubu Dubu regains his shields. StelluR has some great presence over at P2, but the deciding factor in this gunfight really is the thrust. StelluR has none. Bubu Dubu has ton. And StelluR is gonna even up the odds. Gets the thrust from yellow. Bubu Dubu now needs to be more careful of how he picks this fight.
Both players now know each other's locations. The scariest part of 1v1s is when you don't know where the enemy team is. Once you're able to spot him, you're able to play around that. And that's exactly what StelluR does. What a grenade, forcing Bubu Dubu out of that position, making it look easy with that kill with the BR, and just a great fundamental play right there, and a well-placed grenade. Now catching the spawn of Bubu Dubu over toward the fridge side, only taking one shot, so still able to stay within the fight. And with active camouflage coming up, you know that Bubu Dubu wants to keep sights on it, wants to fight for it. Even if he doesn't get the active camouflage, I feel like he has to at least know where StelluR goes with it.
Now StelluR able to get second one. This is gonna be huge, right? Because now the camouflage also gonna go in the favor of StelluR. Pops out immediately, so he has until the 22nd mark of the 7th minute for this camouflage, and he has spotted Bubu Dubu already. For anyone not aware, the GAs of this game are going to be the shock nades, the heat wave, and the pulse rifle. And well, the pistol not a part of that. Shreds Bubu Dubu up close. And now the commando in the hands of StelluR, and this comeback looking more and more likely. Only one kill separating these two.
3 unanswered kills here by StelluR. Will it be 4 to tie it up? And that's exactly what you see. Both of these players have gone on 4-0 runs, but as of right now, StelluR's is still active. and he still has that thrust to work with and a couple grenades in the back pocket, but getting shredded from that commando across map will force StelluR to give up his height advantage, give up his positioning, and now bubu dubu moves right in to that top P control.
bubu dubu knows how important this next kill is, but he has no thrust to take on these fights. He can buy enough time to get one off the pad. He can even up these odds, but you have to be favoring StelluR with the position that he has, with the thrust. It's going to be tough for bubu dubu to get this kill, but look at the grenade that bubu dubu has, the sticky in his back pocket. If you can find StelluR without him knowing that he's approaching, he could get the quick stick, get out, get the lead, and then the camouflage.
Since this latest update, I feel like I'll be getting a lot more sticks. I don't know. I used to always desync every time I threw a grenade or tried to slide too much, but now them sticks, they come out fluid, and so do these commando shots. StelluR still hold on to that height advantage. bubu dubu has a great angle, a great positioning now over toward the P side. StelluR knowing where he's at, but that health advantage so important. Not only able to back down StelluR, not only force him off of this top mid positioning that StelluR really wanted, but now has the active camouflage in his back pocket and being a little tricky with it. Hasn't activated it just yet. Haze go out, and now is the opportunity to know. Now that he knows where StelluR is, I feel like this active camouflage is so much more valuable because he has that knowledge and he's not playing peekaboo anymore.
Well, he has until 5:12 with his camouflage. He knows immediately where StelluR is at. He could get a 2-for-1 value on this camouflage, but he needs to finish the fight. Woo! StelluR makes it close. bubu dubu does get the finish, though.
Oh, and I gotcha. I see that.
Is he fast enough? Okay, you got 3 more seconds of this camouflage. Camo out, but the job's done. Oh!
I was trying to give you your props. I see what you did there with the finish the fight reference. I was trying to give you the props. I also want to give bubu dubu the props for putting some distance in the scoreboard right now. Up by 2 kills. A little less than 5 minutes on the clock here. We see bubu dubu holding on to that commando. He knows where StelluR's looking to push from. And with that, he wants to take the P control. StelluR now having the card control, but StelluR still trying to find out where bubu dubu is, and knowledge is power. bubu dubu gets first shots onto StelluR. Backing right down toward the utility side. We see that active camouflage coming up in 30 seconds, and bubu dubu is set up early for it. Having that map position, having that height advantage, will it pay off here for bubu dubu?
Oh, the Mando hit hard. StelluR had no chance. And now bubu dubu grows his lead back to 3. One more kill, that camouflage is all his. StelluR gonna try to challenge it from across the map. Running out of commando bullets is bubu dubu. The BR has to get the job done.
3 kill lead in favor of bubu dubu at the moment. Less than 4 minutes on the clock here. I'm assuming at this point we're going to start to see StelluR play a little bit more aggressive, and those shots with the commando, they're so deadly. Even if you don't finish the kill, how fast it shreds those shields and puts your opponent down. So one shot, StelluR thought he had an easy angle over towards the P side. bubu dubu with the camouflage, with the SWAT-like gameplay, both players no shields, and bubu dubu's gonna come out on top with that one, doubling the score line of StelluR.
Great patience by bubu dubu in that fight, right? Didn't panic. StelluR did make him one shot, but bubu dubu noticed this camouflage was coming back, figured he had the advantage, stayed jumping, wait for the opportunity. StelluR exposes too much of himself, and well, at least the kill, and now the momentum is riding. bubu dubu gets 5 in a row. Huge swing in this match. bubu dubu looking to push us to game 3.
We saw how dominant StelluR was in the early game in that game number 1, and this game has really been all bubu dubu with almost that same exact dominance that we saw StelluR having in game number 1. bubu dubu has been able to control Aquarius, so now it makes me wonder who has that advantage going into game number 3, if we see one, which most likely is getting closer and closer to that result, as now we see double the score, double-digit kills for bubu. StelluR, if you can't beat him, join him as he switches sides over towards the red team. I guess that's StelluR way of saying, hey, look, Let's go on to game number 3. You know, let's get this over with. I'm not mad at that. It's getting a little late over here. I'm on the East Coast. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Nothing, my mother always told me nothing good happens after 10 o'clock.
Well, love to see StelluR just say, hey, let's go next so we don't need to waste any time. Live fire is next on the plate, sniper rifle in hand, and last time we saw StelluR on this map, he couldn't miss. He needs to replicate that success that he had against Straight Sick if he wants to reset this bracket. Oh, this is it, Tony. This is what you saw in the beginning of the game.
This is what you saw in the game.
No, let's see. You had like a question on something. I was like wondering what it was. I didn't see it. Oh well.
Just well played by both of these players. In all series long. Like I said, StelluR in that game number 1, we saw how dominant that he can be. You know, one of the best overall players that we have in our game, and very similar to that, you know, bubu dubu, he can do it all too, whether it's objective support, slang. I feel like both of these players really cut from the same cloth, that they'll do whatever their team needs to do in order to succeed. But right now in 1v1s, it ain't about your team play. It's about you winning these individual gunfights, controlling the pace of the maps, gaining that knowledge and information as fast as possible, and knowing what to do with it on a fly. 1v1s, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, it exposes me. I can never play the 1v1, so I get exposed immediately. I will go 0-15 against any player. It's tough. But both of these teams really laying it all on the line here. Both of these players qualified for the finale. The question becomes who's going to have the better seeding and walk away, you know, with a little bit richer, a little extra money in their pocket.
Ooh. And what we're noticing, though, is the Commando is definitely the best mid-tier weapon in the game. It's been just absolutely shredding throughout these games. Whenever you get that perfect kill, it feels like there's nothing you can do against it. And get ready for a lot of that in HCS Season 2. This weapon is just brutal to go up against.
I was thinking to myself, you know, if I had to make a prediction, who would I go with in this game number 3? Because again, it's one map to win it all. And the question I'm asking myself is, what offset and what FOV is bubu dubu playing on right now?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the BR is half his screen, man.
If he on that 84 FOV with that giant BR, you know, they say it's not about the size of the boat, but let me tell you, man, if bubu dubu playing with that giant BR, I got him winning 15 up.
We seeing bubu 84? Is that what you're saying? We're seeing the bubu 84? Oh man, dude, I can't believe he's playing on that.
I
love how it's like it's not only 84 FOV, it's also like the BR being half the screen. And then I was like, does he just do that like at home to have fun? And then
that's the training.
I was standing behind him at LAN, and no, his BR really looked like that.
No, it did not. No,
yes,
it
does.
No,
bro.
it did not.
His BR takes up half his screen.
No, it does not.
Oh man,
you were capping so hard.
I am not capping, bro. I could not believe that he plays like that on LAN. But
stop. No. Because there's children at home right now. They're gonna listen to your foolishness, and they're gonna
I'm scared of them big BRs too, but bubu dubu has no fear, man. He be showing them off. He's showing them off on LAN.
So cap, bro. I feel like it's like that anime like style where you train with the ankle weights on. You know what I mean? Like you out here training, got them ankle weights on. The moment you take off the ankle weights, you drop them. Like 1,000 pounds of pressure hit the ground, collapse the floor. I'm saying that's what it's like. You know, you train with the giant BR offset with the 84 FOV, and then when you go to your regular settings, you just shooting like a god. That's Tony, what I think.
I've seen pros have their mental collapse by not having the right skin on their BR. You know what I'm saying? That one thing goes different, they crumble. Got to keep the big BR. The big BR baddie bubu dubu ready to take on game 3. StelluR trying to reset this bracket. Sniper going to be the most important weapon on your screen. StelluR is one of the best snipers in Halo. Can he get that weapon to reset this bracket?
We saw how deadly he could be with the sniper rifle earlier in that elimination finals, but we know that bubu dubu is no slouch whatsoever as well. Fresh off of a game number 2 win, going into this game 3, it's do or die here. Who is going with that number 1 seeding to the finale for that $16,000? Bubu Dubu backing StelluR all the way down and stealing that sniper rifle away from him. Just barely missing the kneecap of StelluR. The second shot, a warning shot, but eventually those are going to start to connect, and StelluR will be in trouble without having the S7 on his hands.
StelluR trying to get in the face of bubu dubu. Bubu finally makes a shot land at home. Forces StelluR to back down. Biggest thing for bubu, even if you're not going to win this fight, waste as much of that sniper ammo as possible. Here we go. StelluR goes up high, trying to get the better angle. Not going to be able to finish him. Bubu having to run away for now. Only 3 more bullets left in this sniper.
Spent a lot of time lining up that sniper rifle shot. I'm surprised he ended up missing and even take so much damage off of that. But somehow he's able to stay alive, and that's what matters here. So far, 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in gameplay. We haven't seen a single kill on the board just yet. It tells you how important this game number 3 matchup is. It tells you how much respect both of these players have for each other here. Bubu was trying to get some kind of information. He had the feelings over to this side, fakes back, left goes back, right. The body shot connects. Can't capitalize on it, so that's going to be a free rotation and allowing StelluR to get away. But bubu dubu still trying to angle him out by taking advantage over toward the sandbags and over towards the big door side of the map.
Only 2 more shots left, and this is working in the favor of bubu. You know, if you're gonna die in this crucial situation, only leaving no sniper for StelluR to play with, I think, is a huge advantage. Oh, that insta-explode was perfect!
Wow.
It landed at the face of StelluR, made him 1. Bubu dubu gets the first pick. What an insta-explode. King homage to Walshy with that one. I couldn't ask for a better. Oh my, bubu dubu opens the floodgates 2 back to back. What a performance from him.
Hey, can I just throw one more little tidbit with that insta-explode as he gets himself another perfect kill, 3-0 lead for bubu dubu? That first nade that he threw was repulsed back by StelluR. So he then adapted to that and used the first grenade that was repulsed back that shouldn't even been in that position to begin with to actually form that instant kill. I thought that was actually really cool to be thrown off like that and still be able to adapt with the insta. Eventually StelluR, despite being 1 shot, able to get himself on the board here, only down by 2 kills and plenty of time on the board, especially when you get yourself an S7 sniper rifle and bubu dubu is still coming off a spawn.
Yeah, it feels like we have the inverse at the beginning of this game. StelluR now with the sniper. Bubu dubu gonna have to be creative with how he approaches this. Remember, no heat wave, no mingler on this map, as well as that overshield. The sniper gonna be doing most of the work. Bubu dubu's creeping. Here we go. First shot missed. On the re-challenge, bubu gets a couple shots down range. He goes high. StelluR misses again. StelluR misses again. Bubu dubu's going on the immediate re-challenge. StelluR's ready. StelluR misses.
The confidence of bubu dubu to repulse up and to continue to grind forward onto StelluR. I don't think StelluR was expecting that timing whatsoever. Oh, the lone sandbag. Watch out. You got the super jumps off of that. I've been watching the Twitters. As bubu dubu looking to push up over towards the C-plat side. With that fire from StelluR, now bubu dubu knows where he's at. Almost repulses the sticky. Almost a beeline right to him.
You're playing catch with that one, Tony. A little back and forth. Repulse into repulse. Yo, that was, like you said, that was a heat-seeking missile of a sticky StelluR. I was lucky to have that repulse. Only 1 shot left. Last time bubu dubu had 1. He was able to find that last kill. StelluR says, that's not going to work on me. Get out of here with that amateur stuff.
At what point, like, when does it become like Pong or like tennis, where we're just repulsing the grenade back to each other? Like, we need to see this right now.
You say that, Tony, but you can catch those fusion coils, and well, season 2, there's a lot of fusion coils. We might see some back and forth with the fusion coils on what's the map called? Argyle. You know, season 2 looking pretty, huh?
Best map in the game. Bubu Dubu, the long distance runner, but it's actually StelluR that's running away right now, looking like a track star. All the way from the overshield side of the map to the seaside. Bubu Dubu anticipating the movement well. The nades start to come, but no real damage just yet. Both players able to get in and out of these situations. Nobody hard committing. Here we go. This is hard. You can't get away from that, and Bubu Dubu's shots is starting to hit here on live fire.
Yeah, great BR by Bubu. That 84 FOV making it easy for him. StelluR's basically his entire screen at that point. Dude, we should get our other observer and then have him go to 84 FOV. And then every time we're on Bubu, it's just 84.
I hate you so much.
Dude, what if we did that? Like, so we put StelluR's like FOV on him, and then we put Bubu's on his. StelluR gets the sniper rifle. Gonna put the immediate shot down to Dubu. Not gonna be able to find the finish. That sticky makes him one. StelluR has to be careful of how he approaches this, and he gets caught out. Bubu Dubu. The stickies have been vital to his success thus far.
Yeah, Bubu Dubu really like mastering the grenades right now. I mean, obviously grenades are so important. Halo Infinite has been important in every Halo leading up to this game, but Bubu Dubu really mastering the grenades here. And the plasmas, love that play with the repulse. Would have connected on that. I would have lost my mind and destroyed my PC. StelluR jumps up for the chow.
84 FOV. Oh, that's what the 84 does.
Oh my god.
So if you know, dude, I wonder if this is the offsets are right too. Man. So this is what Bubu Dubu's seeing on the 84 FOV. I mean, look how big StelluR is on his screen. It's so easy to hit the shot. Oh my god, dude! I feel claustrophobic.
I'm gonna get me sick.
Oh, we got the observer glitch. Oh, back to the Haven, StelluR. Trying to influence these spawns. Makes sure Bubu Dubu spawns at A. Gets that opening shot down range. Bubu Dubu getting awfully aggressive with those nades. StelluR tries to send it back.
Oh.
StelluR gets the kill, down by 3. Plenty of time to work with. He's saying no, no, no to Bubu Dubu as he runs to influence the spawn.
Both of these players seemingly not afraid to engage each other. Much faster pace of game than we expected to see here in your grand finals. By the way, it's game number 3. It's do or die for both of these players. And as of right now, it's a 6-3 lead in favor of Bubu Dubu. You have to think at some point in time, he'll start to play the timer here and really start to force StelluR to get much more aggressive and much more, much upping the tempo on his side, if you will. But as of right now, it's too much time on the board, and Bubu Dubu is feeling the shot just a little too much.
Bubu Dubu wants to take this challenge. Not going to be able to take down StelluR. This lead only 2 now, and StelluR, he's going to be able to perpetually force this spawn at A. Looks like Bubu Dubu got a little bit lucky with the big door spawn. That's going to let him leak out to B. And StelluR finally going to have to back off this fight.
StelluR controlling the side of the map. Bubu doing the opposite side. Tagging each other up just... Oh, hold on. Does StelluR know that Bubu Dubu is getting this aggressive? He stops right toward the sandbag side. Looks like StelluR was aware of it. Couple of shots going in. Well-placed grenades by Bubu Dubu. StelluR, you better make sure you always have repulsor on hand, because them nades looking too good, and Bubu Dubu somehow getting away with the sniper rifle. 8 bullets to work with. That's certainly enough to put some distance in the scoreboard.
All right, that was funny. StelluR and Bubu were both stutter stepping below and above. Bubu gets back towards the tower. I don't think StelluR knows that he's rotated out. I think he expected him to go back towards A, hedging his bets that he's there. But the second StelluR starts to go back towards top mid, it could be a dangerous game.
Love this play by Bubu Dubu, controlling the C side of the map, controlling that tower. As long as you can avoid all of the crazy grenades that could come your way, you're definitely feeling confident with that sniper rifle over towards that height advantage. I will say there's actually no nades on the side of StelluR to work with at the moment, but there's also plenty that he can try to go through. But as of right now, both players just relaxing, chilling out a little bit. I don't think StelluR knows where bubu dubu's at just yet. No, there we go. Information has been gained. Now StelluR can formulate a plan to try to close this distance off, repulsing that first grenade, getting as close as possible, checking every angle. He knows how crafty bubu dubu is, and oh, he heard him. Bubu dubu curb sliding over towards the bottom mid side, flipping the map, but StelluR heard him.
StelluR wants to chase this down. Bubu dubu. Oh, bubu dubu's playing a dangerous game. StelluR's going to be able to keep him weak. There's not many escape routes for bubu. Oh, StelluR's not able to get the finish, but the hunt is still on. StelluR curb sliding his way. The nades, do they connect? No, bubu dubu gets his shields. But StelluR smells blood. He is hunting bubu, and it's finally the stick that's going to throw him off the scent. Bubu dubu survives for now.
Minute on the clock here. StelluR wants to be careful, wants to make as little mistakes as possible, wants to get aggressive, and bubu dubu baits that sandbag side to perfection. Body shot into the BR, a 3-kill game, and now StelluR really is on the clock here. StelluR has to fly in, challenge, and win this gunfight and move it on to a second one. Curb slides right in, runs right into the body shot of bubu dubu, and that might just be it right there. 8 seconds off of respawn, 30 seconds on the timer. It might just be mathematically impossible for StelluR to come out with the win. I'm pretty sure I didn't even see StelluR move off of spawn here.
Yeah, he's gone.
And that's it.
Quit.
Wow.
Little smiley face to end it. Oh, look at that. Cute one. As that will be our ending screen. Bubu dubu wins Week 3's qualifier. Both these players will be back January 7th in the $20,000 Invitational. Bubu dubu ices up in game 2 and game 3. And what a grand finals. That was a fun one to watch. We saw a little bit of everything from both of these players. Bubu dubu prevails, but who will be the champion on January 7th is the question. Tons of talented players, and you have one more week. All of you pros in chat, I've seen everyone in here today. January 7th's last qualifier is next Sunday. Next Sunday is the last chance qualifier.
What is it?
Next Sunday, December 18th. December 12-18. One more qualifier, 2 more players. If you get first, it's like $6,000 or something like that. One more chance. Sign on up. Get your way in. Some talented players that haven't made their appearance quite yet. I have a feeling it's going to be everyone trying to get into that last second position. Make sure you're here December 18th. If you're in Europe, fly over. Shady did it, right?
Yeah.
All you Europeans, fly over, buy the ticket.
I was just about to say that. Like, you know, there's players coming in from other countries, flying in. So put your Christmas plans aside just a little bit longer. Make sure that you're available. You know, all you need is a modem, you know, a PC, and you can compete and get involved. And that goes for everyone in the chat right now. Like you said, one more qualifier, and maybe you can have a smile on your face because you'll be playing on January 7th, $16,000, because that's what we're going to be seeing bubu dubu and StelluR.
See, bubu dubu had the gauntlet, complexion. StelluR once again. StelluR had to beat Straight Sick twice, close games. They will be the ones that